Hi everyone, Amy here with Amy's Wares, and I have a simple embossed birthday card idea to share with you today. So let's jump right in. I have this new checkered diamonds 3D embossing folder that I recently acquired from altenew. I also have this picket fence die cut. This is for a slimline card, but as you can see here, I've used it on an A2 size. Here's a photo of the card that I'm going to make for you today. It came together in a snap. So I have a piece of A2 size 110-pound Neenah Classic Crest Solar White. Just going to take out this embossing folder and then lightly spritz this cardstock with water. This is an optional step, but I do find that it works well for me, so definitely helps the paper kind of take the shape of the deep embossing lines in these folders. So I'm just going to load this up in the embossing folder and then run it through off screen through my Spellbinders Platinum 6 die cutting machine. So I'm just making sure this is nice and straight because it is quite geometric. You want to make sure it's not off kilter. And then look at this amazing design. It's so cool on both sides, but I can't get enough of these, you guys. I love these 3D embossing folders, and I'm sure you're not surprised here, but I'm going to use some residual ink just to lay down a little bit of interest and color onto my card. I was originally thinking I was going to make it more of a masculine card, but then when I laid down the red, it ended up looking a little bit more pink. And though, of course, not only girls can enjoy pink, it just didn't end up looking quite as I intended. So I just kind of made it a more general happy birthday sort of card and used warm colors. So I have my red, orange, and yellow ink blending brushes and just laid down some residual ink to not only help clean my blending brushes, but to add some prettiness to this card. So here I'm going to cut the top off of this and take this die for its maiden voyage. And as you can see, it's very long, so it would work great for slimline cards if that's your jam, but I'm using it here just to kind of be a nice focal point on this A2 size card panel. And I decided to use some glittery cardstock here. Now this is a cheaper cardstock. I think I got it from Joann or something. It's not for the faint-hearted. It does have some glitter flying off of it. So I do have some glitter cardstock that does not drop a bunch of glitter, but I do want to use this stuff up as well. So I'm just going to run this through my die cutting machine and poke out the little pieces parts with my little pokey tool, and then I'm just going to kind of cut it down to a more manageable size once I get it attached onto this card panel, just so that it doesn't kind of hang off the edges. But overall, a very simple design here, just kind of lining it up, making sure where I want it to go. And then I'm going to use some of my Barely Art liquid glue just to kind of attach this down, get it behind all the little letters here. You don't want to go too crazy because you don't want it to gush out the edges, but I do find that liquid glue is a good choice if you're using a panel that has been embossed, just because there are going to be such deep raised areas and valleys, if you will. So you want to make sure that it's adhered well onto your card panel. Just kind of dabbing off the excess on that little piece of scratch paper, and then I'm going to line it up. I decided to move it over a little bit more to the left just because I like that sort of composition. I don't like to necessarily center things. That's just my choice here. We're just going to press it down, make sure it's adhered really well, have some an acrylic block here to help hold it down, and then I'm going to hold my breath and hopefully not mess up my panel. Guys, I can't tell you how many times I've marred into or cut into a panel, so I'm just being very deliberate, taking my time here to snip off those little bits. And then I just need to attach it to this card base. Now this is an A2 size, 110-pound Neenah Classic Crest Solar White. I'm just going to use my tape runner here just to attach it directly down, if I can find it, you know, on my desk of craziness. I don't know, sometimes it's right under my nose and I swear I still can't even see it. But I'm just going to attach it. You can see it's cut down a little bit, so there's a little bit of a white border around the panel on the card base. And then I have this simple strip here just as a sub-sentiment. So that's another cool feature of this die, is it gives you this little spot here, which is perfect for a sub-sentiment. So it says, "Happy birthday, it's your day, treat yourself." So this came together super quickly. It's a great idea if you need to make a bunch of happy birthday cards for your stash. It can come together quickly, and there's no shortage of wow factor because of that embossing folder. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to see you around here again. I appreciate you so much. Have a great day. Bye.